Ready.
The Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet regular session on February the 7th, 2023 at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom in the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is invocation and pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag, and I'll lead those. Father, I want to thank you for your love and your mercy. I want to thank you, Father, for blessings we have living in the country we're in. Father, I want to ask that you to be with our first responders, and especially it seems like with our law enforcement. It seems like they're under attack just way too often now. Be with those families that may have lost loved ones. I ask, Father, that you'd be with those in Turkey right now. There's over 5,000 deaths from that earthquake. Be with those folks. Ask, Father, that you'd give us wisdom to make decisions for the county this morning. I ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Judge.
And we've got Commissioner Aldridge online. He's in attendance today online.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to give y'all all greetings from Texas Association of Counties, Counties at the Capitol Legislative Day. We're having a good time over here.
Okay. Thanks for going over.
You bet.
Second is call for citizens' input and our concerns. Hearing none, we will consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 26. Number 3 is proclamation 23-002 through 23-017, recognizing the following outstanding citizens for their significant contributions to the African American National Heritage Society, DBA, the Brazos Valley African American Museum, and this community.
I move approval A through P.
Second.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion.
Yeah, I just want to thank the African American Museum for the recognition of the outstanding citizens that they recognize every year. They do a great job, and it's a wonderful event. So congratulations to the African American Museum for the work in the community that they do.
And I'm glad that they get a chance to come back and we can all gather and celebrate these citizens in a way that makes the community feel so excited about all the work that they've been doing. So thank you guys for that, and I look forward to attending.
Is there someone here to receive that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is read it. I won't give these out this morning because we don't have Steve's signature on it since he's out of town, but as soon as we get his signature, we'll get them to you. But come up to the front. We'll So this is in appreciation of the significant contribution of the African American National Heritage Society, DBA, Brazos Valley African American Museum. Whereas the African American National Historical Society and the African American National Heritage Society, DBA, Brazos Valley African American Museum, are pleased to recognize 6 outstanding citizens who have made significant contributions to the Brazos Valley African American Museum and to this community. Whereas the African American National Heritage Society, DBA, Brazos Valley African American Museum, has dedicated and celebrated its grand opening on July 22, 2006, thanks in a large part to the efforts and contributions and prayers of those outstanding citizens. And whereas the museum's membership started with over 50 citizens upon a grand opening of its doors, and whereas the museum continues to welcome new members of all races, creeds, ethnicities, who have appreciation for the wealth of diversity of Brazos Valley now and throughout its history. And whereas the museum showcases through art exhibits the works of talented local artists offered educational enrichment programs to the general public. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Commissioners Court of Brazos County does hereby recognize these individuals in appreciation of the significant contributions to the African American National Heritage Society, DBA, Brazos Valley African American Museum in Bryan, Texas, proclaimed the 7th day of February 2023, Brazos County, Texas. So I won't hand these out today, but I'm going to give both of y'all the opportunity to speak.
You want to use that for a photo op?
Sure.
For the ladies, that way.
Here, take
Yeah,
that back
yes,
up. We'll-
sir.
Yeah, let's go up here to the front and we'll take a picture with.
Thanks, Judge.
Both want to speak, you're both welcome to speak. All right.
Felicia, you're not going to talk. You changed.
And let me just add that, you know, I encourage the community to come out and support this event. If you haven't, they still have tickets available. One of those two ladies there could get you tickets. It's on Saturday, February 25th at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be at the Hilton at 6 o'clock on the 25th of this month, February, at the Hilton Hotel. So please come out and support these 16 wonderful individuals, recognition of these individuals at that banquet. It's the first time in person in, what, 2 years, 3 years?
Goodness.
I don't know if we voted on it.
Did we
I don't know. I don't know.
Did we vote on it? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, or
Aye.
there's none. Motion carries. Thank y'all, and thank you for everything that all of these have done for the African American Museum. We'll move on to number 4, approval of emergency management to apply for the FY 2023 Homeland Security Grant Program, HSGP, and approval of resolution 23-004 for the Regional Web EOC project through the Office of the Governor.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is request approval to apply for the Office of Governor's Bullet Resistant Shields Grant Program for Constables 1, 2, and 4, and approval of Resolution 23-005.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is request approval to apply for the FY 2024 Office of Governor's Criminal Justice Grant Program for the Sheriff's Office for a reentry case manager position and approval of Resolution 23-006.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval of Resolution 23-007 for the District Attorney's Office for submission of grant application to the Crimes Against Women Unit to the Officer of the Governor, Criminal Justice Division.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion.
Judge, I just want to say that's 4 things in a row there. I'm very proud of the county staff and our grant writers looking for ways to go after these things that are available. People are getting them. It's no reason Brazos County shouldn't put the name in the hat.
Sure.
And I'm just really glad to see that happening.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't agree with you more, Commissioner. I mean, the money's going somewhere, so it might as well come to Brazos County, so thank them.
And good luck.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is approval of amendment number 1, 22-630, replacement of various roofs, phase 4 to amend the Sheriff's Office from this contract and putting it on another phase due to rebidding it out with new specifications.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of renewal of RFP 23-081R Lab Services with Baylor Scott and White Medical Center, Temple, for the Health Department, Jail, Juvenile, and Employee Health Clinic.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of renewal contract 23-107R for concrete delivery to vendor sites for road and bridge.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11, approval of contract 23-110 Internet Dark Fiber Connectivity with Frontier Communications.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is award of RFP CIP 23-561 Broadband Consultant. Recommended award is Finley Engineering Company.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion.
Yeah, one thing, Judge, I was really pleased to see this, and looking through the proposal from Finley, there were a lot of elements of interaction between Brazos County staff, commissioners, judge, those types of things. And I just was curious, how is that going to be administered so we can all get the input that they need and make sure that we're participating as they've asked for in their request for in their proposal.
Okay, Charles, you want to kind of,
We'll be working on a plan to make sure that that works. I think Trevor is our,
lead on
he's gonna
Wh-
kick me in the shins later, but
Whether he knows it or not. Huh?
we're gonna be working on a plan to coordinate with the court and all to make sure that all of the needs are addressed. But I believe everything was detailed in the RFP to some extent what we asked for and was in their scope of work. But we'll work on that plan, Commissioner, and have that for you in the near future. But I did want to.
Like I said, just when I read through the proposal, there were a lot of instances of need to interact with the local community, with staff, and to get the information that they needed. So if we can be hands-on and helpful, let's be hands-on and helpful. I think it'll reflect in the type of quality of the study that we get.
Well, and the majority of it was for them doing, it's an assessment of the broadband market currently. And so there will be some interaction on the backside. We'll coordinate that, but it's pretty well detailed for them to go ahead and do forth a lot of the work. All of the parameters and for speeds, upload, download, and all that, they're all established by the federal government and included in that RFP. But there will be more information coming. But I did want to detail out that this is just the study. This is not to actually make any connections. This is to see where our gaps or holes are in Brazos County and to propose how that would be potentially filled going forward in the future. But this is just that assessment.
Their relationship with, what was it, CCG or CCP, the engineering firm that they used as well was in there. And anyway, like I said, in reading through it, there were a lot of periods where there were lots of places in there where they were asking for input and interaction with the county. So whatever we can do to help them get that data will be outstanding, other than what they can just acquire on their own.
Yes, sir.
okay, you have anything else, Charles? Have we voted on that?
No.
Okay, all in favor,
No.
Aye.
all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is approval of CIP 23-571 repeater location at courthouse and Road and Bridge.
Move
for
approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is approval of final plat of 711 Ranch, Phase 2, Lot 106R, being a minor replat of Lot 106, City of College Station, ETJ, Brazos County, Texas, sites located in Precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is approval of acceptance of Winding Creek Estates Phase 1 into Brazos County Road Maintenance System. The roads and roadway drainage structures are in compliance with Brazos County subdivision regulations, sites located in Precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is approval of final plat Wood Lake subdivision, Section 2, Phase 1, Lot 44R, a minor replat of 2 acres, Thomas Henry Survey, A-29, City of College Station, ETJ, Brazos County, Texas, site is located in Precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is consider and take action on Frontier utility permits to install a fiber optic cable for internet service along Carrabba Road, Roughneck Drive, Woodville Road, and subdivision in Skylark Springs, Silver Horse Ranch, White Horse Run, and East Industrial Park. Sites are located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is consider and take actions on Frontier utility permits to lay fiber optic cable for internet service within the designated areas along Old Reliance Road and parts of Wallace, sites located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is approval of Treasurer's Report for December 2022 quarter ending December 31st, 2022.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A through H.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve A through H. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 21 is Commissioners Court minutes for the following dates.
Move approval A through E, and a comment that, to thank Cheryl for the outstanding job she does on the minutes
She does.
every month.
I'll second the motion and the comments.
And Aubrey.
All right, motion made and seconded. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 22 is budget amendments. Budget amendments, whoops, did I skip one?
No, you're good.
Okay, budget amendments FY 22-23, budget amendments 18.01 to 18.03.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 23 is personnel change of status.
Move approval A and B.
Second that.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 24 is payment of claims. Claims to be paid by Brazos County. Claim number 8120239 through claim number 8120376 and claim number 9006756 through claim number 9006803.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. We'll skip down to number 27 as an acknowledgement of CY 2022 racial profiling report from Brazos County Sheriff's Office. 28 is the acknowledgement of the FY 2022-23 budget to actuals by fund as of February 1, 2023, and an acknowledgement of FY 2022-23 contingency budget to actuals as of February 1st, 2023. Then number 29 is juvenile director's report.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 42 juveniles in detention, 30 males, 12 females, and 30 on electronic monitor.
Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Number 30 is Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. We have 665 in custody this morning, 577 men, 88 women. We have 36 on electronic monitoring.
How many did you say on electronic monitoring?
36.
Thank you.
How many women?
88.
Okay. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks, Sheriff.
31 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics. Hearing none. 32 is call for citizens' input and/or concern. Charles.
And Judge, there's a question Commissioner Aldrich asked last Commissioner's Court regarding the roofs, the source of revenues and expenditures and all, and thanks to budget, Ms. Nina Payne helped us reconcile these totals. So the revenue to date from TAC, our insurer, is $5,340,644.79. That is what Ms. Leslie has coordinated for claims. We have, this again is a snapshot. Our expenditures to date are $1.7 million. We have POs open for ongoing work or work soon to be started for $3.7 million. So we are currently using our bond revenue funds in excess of that, or for the excess of $226,965. This is an ongoing project. We've completed some. We still have more ongoing, and we still have more to go. And then I think Leslie is coordinating for some of our claims that are additional damage above and beyond what TAC originally paid us for. So this will be a changing picture as we go throughout. But essentially, we've received about $5 million. We have a little bit more than that encumbered or spent. And so we will continue to monitor this and can provide updates later on when we get a little bit closer to the end point.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank all.
and then Charles, thank you very much for taking the time to put that together. I know we talked about, different types of strategies in order for us to deal with that loss, and really appreciate your work and also the work of Nina in order to get us just get us caught up to date on where we are. Thanks.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you, Charles. Okay, any other citizen input and/or concerns? Yes, ma'am.
I was sitting there thinking, I just thought about, I'd like to thank the commissioners for all that you do for the total Brazos County, Brazos Valley and Brazos County, not just your individual precincts. So we really appreciate all that you do. Also, at North Bryan Community Center, we appreciate what you do because it helps keep our youth off the street and they can have a safe place to come and do homework or get on the STEM program. We have a lot of educational programs there. So it's really, a lot of times, if you don't come to Commissioner's Court, you don't know some of the things that they do. It's not only for our African American Museum, but it helps us and help parents to know that they have a safe place for their children to go till they get off of work. So thanks again for all that you do for Brazos County.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Washington.
Any other citizen input and/or concerns? Hearing none, we will go back up to 25 and convene an executive session pursuant to the following. Texas Government Code 551.087 for deliberation regarding economic development negotiations, and then B, Texas Government Code 551.072 to deliberate the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. And
Time.
It's 10:25, and we certainly need the attorney, Cheryl. Was there anybody else we needed in there? I don't really remember that.
Do we need Katie? Do we need Katie?
Oh, yeah, budget. Sure. Yeah. I believe that's it. And the time's 10:26 now.
Thank you.
And yeah, she said if she could. Yeah. Oh yeah. But she, you know, that new thing that we found.
Y'all ready? Okay. We're coming back out of executive session. It's 10:54, is that what that is? There's no action to be taken from the executive session, and the next item is to adjourn. Thank y'all.
Y'all have a great day.
All right, you too.
Did we forget to sign?